The energy at the center of your reading, Capricorn, is the Devil card, which is actually your card. So that's quite interesting. But the Devil, as I've pulled it, is actually in the reverse. Okay, so he's actually like this. So I'm going to take this from two ways, okay? Because the Devil in and of itself, when you get the Devil in the reverse, it's actually a really cool card, because the Devil is all about addictions and compulsions and let's say ways that you are acting in the world that are not conducive to your highest potential, okay? Things that are kind of holding you back. But the other way I'm going to read this is, if this is your card as a Capricorn and it's in the reverse, it's kind of suggesting that something's not quite right, like you're not really shining your greatest light to the world, okay, for whatever reason. And we might have a clue here, because the card which is crossing it is the Two of Cups, okay, and the Two of Cups is very much about love. So I have a feeling that there's something going on in the background that's on your mind, okay, because that's in the reverse as well, that has to do with love. And it might be something that you're letting go of, some pattern you're letting go of. It could even be a person you're letting go of, but they're still in your mind. This is actually perfect timing. So to have a love card in reverse is perfect timing for the month of March, because on the 2nd of March, we have the planet Venus going retrograde. Now, what does this mean? You've probably all heard of Mercury retrograde, and that's going to happen later in the month. But Venus retrograde is a chance to reevaluate all the past relationships. There's actually a tradition as well that people come into your sphere, they come into your energy again, right, during Venus retrograde, because it's like all the old ties, all the old contracts are coming up to be examined again. And the word examined is very relevant because, as I said, we've also got Mercury retrograde from the 15th of March, okay? So 2nd of March to the 13th of April is Venus, 15th of March to 7th of April is Mercury. So this is actually perfect timing, even though it's not the easiest of cards. The Two of Cups in the reverse is actually perfect timing, because March is the month where you can really go back and reevaluate anything to do with Venus. And I want to say that Venus, although it's often considered the planet of relationships, and that's true, Venus is at its core about values, okay? Because if you think about it, whatever you value, everything that you love, like the art you like, the music you like, the people you're around, they're all a reflection of your values, okay? So this is a time from March the 2nd to the 13th of April to really get deep and like, okay, what are my values? And because if you imagine your outside world is actually a reflection of your unconscious thoughts and beliefs about yourself, really get stuck in and really have a deep dive into that. And the Two of Cups in reverse is often about self-love as well, okay? And I've just noticed on this deck, it's a French deck, and it says, une pure construction de l'esprit. I think that means a pure construction of spirit. How cool is that? And construction, that's a very Capricorn word, isn't it? It's like you're building something, but it's based on your connection to the divine. I've just noticed a little dove as well there, very much about the divine. So, okay, what does this mean? Well, when we are relating to people, if we're not solid as a unit, okay, as a self-contained emotional unit, okay, and we're getting our needs met from within and from our connection to the divine, okay, then we outsource that from other people, okay? So this is when you get into the dodgy boundaries and the codependency, and also what can happen is you can project the divine onto them, right? So they can become this de facto god or goddess or something. So this is really the perfect time for you, Capricorn, to tune into your connection to spirit. And it's really interesting because there's a massive astrology going all throughout the month in the sign of Pisces, which is very much about the connection to the divine. And I thought it would just be Pisces that was going to be influenced by this energy, but it seems like all the signs I'm doing are having this massive connection to the Piscean thing that's going on, okay? So for you guys, it's about forging that connection to the divine, very consciously building it, and then you're not projecting and, you know, outsourcing all your needs to others. You're coming into relationship from a much stronger place, okay? Because they're allowed to be themselves and mess up sometimes. You're allowed to be yourself and mess up sometimes, because you know that God's got your back, or spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it, okay? So yeah, so there's a sense in which I feel like the foundations are being built, you know, or let's say strengthened, because I do actually like the Devil reversed. I feel like you're just letting off a lot of old habits that haven't been serving you. And yeah, look at that in the foundation, in the unconscious. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something really new. There's something really new happening. You know, you're like this, Capricorn. It's very tangible. It's very touch it, taste it, feel it. Could be a new project. It could even be just a new value system, right? If you think about money is only worth the value we assign to it, okay? So there's something new. The ace is always a new start, where it's all in this huge potentiality. So I like that. I'm going to take that as being about values. Yeah, this as well, Capricorn. We've got this is the past position, okay? We've got the Empress card, but she's in the reverse. So again, you're coming out of a phase where you haven't really been putting your own needs first. And it's just time to come in. I think this is a month, it is collectively, because it's Pisces month, to kind of go within a bit. I know in my last reading I said you'd been hiding a bit from the world as well. So I know you're kind of coming out of the shell in this time in your life. But I feel there's still, you know, so go out there and do your thing. But there's still somewhere in there that you're kind of, you know, rejigging the wiring, as it were, in your brain. Because there is a deep desire to communicate and communicate powerfully with the world. Got the Knight of Swords. This is also my social media card. So you might be desiring to put something on social media. Maybe you could even post about what I've been talking about, right? Your thing about relationships and your connection to the divine and how that's all been changing. But I like that energy because it's like you want to talk to people about what's going through. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. So yeah, coupling energy. Something about coupling there, and also something about a new start. You're kind of, you know, peeping over the fortress walls to see what's out there with this new beginning. And yeah, so this is the future card. We've got the star card. So loads of major arcana, Capricorn. So this, I can tell this is a big time for you, but the star's in the reverse. I feel like there's something here, because this is very much about shining your light unapologetically in the world. I feel intuitively, and I'm going to pull some cards in it, but I feel like maybe you're overgiving, Capricorn, and that's why your cup is not full, because you're giving to others. See how that resonates. But yeah, why is the star in the reverse? I don't like to leave it like that. Yeah, I think, Capricorn, don't put massive pressure on yourself to kind of have it out the bag this month, you know. Collectively, very much a retrograde month with both Venus and Mercury. As I said, Venus only goes retrograde every 18 months or so. So really make the most of this, okay, guys? Rethink your values. And then she's going direct on the 13th of April, but for the rest of the April, she's going to be in her shadow phase as well. You know, so it's really the next couple of months, realistically speaking. So I know you can be quite hard on yourself, Capricorn. So just give yourself a break and think about self-love, think about self-care, go to the movies, eat ice cream, whatever floats your boat, makes you happy. 3 of Wands, yeah, I like that. And 6 of Wands reversed. Yeah, so yeah, work on the self-esteem, Capricorn. Work on... I like 3 of Wands because we've got 2 of Wands and then 3 of Wands. So I definitely feel like there's something new, like you're coming out into the world in a new way with this new value set. I think the message here is don't be really harsh on yourself in terms of how quickly this should happen, okay? Oh, sorry, it's 7 of Wands. So yeah, there's a sense in which if you come out of the starting rack too soon, you might find yourself in a position where you're always being defensive and, you know, why is he asking me that? Why is he criticizing me? All this kind of stuff. So just, yeah, 4 of Swords, lovely, I like that. Yeah, take some rest, Capricorn. We've got the Lamb, so maybe that's a nod to, you know, even going into April, you know, because that's Easter, isn't it? So maybe even going to April time. Well, that's just what I've said. So yeah, I definitely feel that going up to Easter is a time to definitely come out into the world, but just be aware that there's something very new that you're presenting to the world, a new way of presenting yourself. And also go back to that devil in the reverse, okay? You're really letting go of something very deep-seated and very old, which has been, let's say, not your friend, right? It's an old pattern. So just give yourself time. Rome wasn't built in a day. There's something beautiful really emerging, okay, with the Star card. Could even be fame or, you know, being really, really recognized for you know, what you can offer. But I want you to go within and reevaluate your values and reevaluate your mindset and the lies you might be telling yourself, okay? Be really, really kind to yourself. Have a great month, Capricorn, and I'll see you next month.